Hey everybody, it's Romania Black. We are on chapters 46 and 47 of Mo Dao Zushi, and we've rounded out Yi City. We made it through. We made it through Yi City. People did die, but we made it through. Isn't that great? So I am sad that Yi City is over. It lasted several chapters. It did, but I am sad that it's over. I'm really glad that I read it in the novel and listened to the audio drama because it definitely added way more than the donghua. I say way more. It gave a lot more context, and the voice acting and everything, it just made it a lot better. So I am pleased with how the donghua handled Yi City, but I'm really glad that I listened to the audio drama and read the novel too to get more context. I think that's going to help later on when we expand more in the novel with the story and what's left of it, which there's a lot left of it. It seems like we're covering season 3 material right off the bat, and then we're going to go back to season 1 and season 2. I can only imagine how y'all felt watching the donghua for the first time and thinking, we are skipping a lot. They're going to do that later, I guess. But yeah, so we're going to look at chapters 46 and 47, and there are 2 extras that I'm going to look at. I'm going to, actually, before we even start 46 and 47, the flower damsel extra was supposed to go before chapters 46 and 47, right in between episode 4 of the audio drama and this episode 5 of season 2. And I did so much last episode, there was so much that I covered, I'm like, I'll just save flower damsel until the start of this episode, and then we'll just do that. Then chapters 46 and 47, and then there is Adventures of Paperman is another one that comes after this. So I don't know how long the extras are for the audio drama. I don't know. I was able to look up how long that the audio drama episodes are, but I don't know how long the extras are. So that's always like a, who knows? But that's what we're going to look at today. And then I'm going to stop, go back and read the chapters in the novel, look at the Manhua chapters, and then come back and do an overall discussion at the end there, as per usual. But as always, thank you all so much for listening to my ramblings. I really love going back through this audio drama. It's the first audio. I've listened to other audio dramas for anime before, but this is the first like full-on like extended book that I've done. I've done a couple volumes of like manga audio dramas that I've listened to while rereading the manga, but this is the first one for a novel that I've done. So fun times. But yeah, with that being said, let us dive right in to the first little extra that we have here, which is Flower Damsel. Last episode ended with WuXian recounting how he was like reading the bad poetry to the flower deity so he could see the girl's face, and now we're going back to that. So fun times, but I'm assuming that's what this extra is about. So let's dive in, shall we? We're going to start this audio drama here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Oh. Yeah, the spirit of the flower damsel. Okay, yeah, we are going back to this. And the maiden. Uh-huh. And the owner of the garden was a poet. And the flowers would bloom when he read poetry. Okay. But WuXian's gonna go mess it up because it's WuXian. Ah. Yeah, the visitor has to recite a poem. Ah. And a flower that wouldn't wilt for 3 years and have fragrance. And hit him in the face with a flower, yeah. Sounds like something from a video game where you just get kicked out of the level if you don't do it properly. Oh, yeah. Except for Wei Wuxian. Hello, gorgeous! The way he sang it. Huh. Huh. Hmm. I'll go inside for another look. I'm here again. Oh my god, eventually she'd just be like, get out. Whence the tavern? Ah! Save for Gusu. It is really bad poetry. It's just getting worse and worse. Oh my gosh, oh, he's reading this. I applaud you. How was it? "12 words. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. Huh? Who hasn't, gotten a spirit mad? It's even recorded in a book. Oh yeah, there cannot be books of these sort of things. Oh. Oh. The fact that he actually laughed. So Wanji told him the story. You're one to talk, WuXian. 10 times! Oh, oh. He means me? Oh, nice. And then we connect back to the chapters. Cute. Okay. That was cute. All right. I liked that. Nice. Okay. Well, that was cute. I liked that a lot. Aww. It gives just more context that they tell the story and then the extra actually shows you it happening. All right. So, with that being said, we are ready to start old episode 5 here. I'm pretty excited, y'all. So, with that being said, let's do this. Chapters 46 and 47. I don't know. We're in no man's land now because it's like Yi City's over. So a part of me is like, okay, well, we'll go back to season 1's material, but we're still tying in Wanji and WuXian being detectives in the season 3 material. So where's it all? How are we going to connect it all together? So I'm curious how MXTX is going to do it, but let's start, shall we? We're going to start episode 5 of season 2 audio drama here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Okay. Ooh. Why are you so loud? Oh, we can't see or hear. Because he probably can detect you, right? Energy. Oh. You would think. I like just the eerie sound in the background. Sounds like breathing. Oh, so it's just like the arm. He's just going to keep looking for the head until he finds one. That's horrific. Oh, Jingy. Wanji, save us! Of course. Oh, Zishin's here too? Oh, is this how he's going to recognize him? Oh, wow. So this is just like in the inn. Yeah, this is just like in the inn in the donghua. Only it's in the garden here. This is it. They just moved the scene. Okay, okay. That makes more sense. Okay. Oof. Uh-huh. Children, go rest so the adults can talk. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. Ooh. Good friends. Ooh, that music change. And it is Mingxu, yeah. Yeah, what a great way to go into the credits. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. All right. So you recognize him by the swordsmanship. Hmm. It's too similar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how'd this happen? Hmm. Yep, we're gonna piece it all together. Ah. And the Hall of Sabers is where they found the legs. Okay, yep. And then the clan, the torso from the gravedigger. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then the Yi City. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. So is it sushi, right? Ah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Someone who knew. Mm-hmm. Ooh. This is the first time we really get. Oh, Yao mentioned. Uh-huh. Ah. If he was not engaged with me in conversation by candlelight, okay. Ooh, Zishan, you're giving him a lot of passes. Oh, you went on a night hunt together, huh? Huh? Oh, his performance was excellent, huh? Huh? Um. Hmm. Yep, and they're going to go to the conference. Man, this is really tying in season 3. And investigate there. Okay. We're really tying into season 3 early on in this book. Uh-huh. Oh, Zishan, you stand up for him so much. And I get it, because we don't know any different from Yao right now, right? Wow, so are they going to, I guess, tie in the flashbacks during the conference and all of this? Uh-huh. Oh, is this how we're going to get into the tying of the flashback? Pump his attitude. Well, that's the Jin clan. Oh. Oh, Wuxian. Oh, and he met Hui saying. But at this point, Zishan doesn't know that Wuxian is Wuxian, right? He still thinks it's Mojan Yu, right? Oh, God. And Chang knows that it's him. Yeah, why have it there? Of idol rank. Oh. 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 And Ling's been there. So this cut back to the donghua, yeah. Mm. Why are you here? Speak of the devil. Here for the free meal. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I've had your favorite fruits put together, Ojishin. Oh my god, of course you would. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, honey, you got it bad. You got it bad. Zishin's got bad. The wine is not bad. I like that they're like, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's like the most passive aggressive like comment you can have on somebody's like hosting. Like, oh, this wine's not bad. Am I that horrid? Oh, I love the subtitle. It's Mo Yu because he's been there before and flirted with Yao. Yeah, it would be odd for Mo Yu to be there now, especially with Wanji. Ah. As long as you don't annoy anybody else first. And yeah, shocker of the century, the fact that Yao's married. Quite different than his dad, right? Madam Jin. Qin Su. Don't speak nonsense. Help me hold him back. Wanji's like, you're asking a lot of me right now, but I love you, so sure. Hmm. Ah. So rude. Who's all lovey-dovey with you? He's not here to mess with your family. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. You looking for me? No. Aw. He's not even our disciple anymore. Oh, yeah, they're all afraid of Wanji. Oh. Hmm. Oh, Ling! I harassed Yao! Yeah, he is. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh, I can knock you out with my bare hands. Aw, Ling. Baby Ling. I feel bad for him. Oh. Go get your Wanji. Oh, oh. See how I throw him off. And him teaching him how to fight. Yes. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. I loved this part in the donghua where he taught him how to fight. Oh. Oh. Just you wait. I loved this part because then bonding. Mm. Ah. Yeah, sometimes it depends how many they have. Nothing. Uh-huh. Hmm. Uh-huh. Oh. Advise you on what? Huh. Hmm. Huh. Beat them up while you're young, because then you gotta get along with them when they're adults. Aw. Hmm. Oh. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh, honey. Oh no! And he's right behind him, he doesn't realize it. Oh my gosh. There we go. He's like, cleared that up, solved that problem. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Did you know? Uh-huh. 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 Atrocious scandal has been rooted out. Trying to explain himself. Uh-huh. Hmm. Wanji's not gonna challenge him on it. Hmm. Oh, and he makes it from we to I. Not everyone's like you. No. Don't you think he needs friends? Yeah. He's all by himself, like Chang. Here we go. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. And then we all know what happened in real life. So says the rumors. So says the rumors. Hmm. Let's not talk about this anymore. Interesting. Cutting the paper and humming. Oh my gosh, him humming. I love it. Oh, the well-educated, multi-talented. That's reckless. This is right up my alley. Oh, the Paperman. Yes. Oh my god, his little voice has changed. Oh, too cute. Too cute. The Paperman was the most adorable thing in the world in the donghua. This is adorable. Yes. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. I can't. I can't. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, we're getting this. Yes. And it's the woman. Mm-hmm. Ooh. And she gave him the letter. Oh. Oh. And his voice is like so calm. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ooh. God, yeah, I was so calm. Oh. Oh, and she found out everything from that letter. Oh my gosh. Huh. Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, the way he's so calm. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not willing to trust him. Haha, that's a good point. Oh my God. That have existed between us. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, the way his voice changes. Oh my gosh, the way he puts it back on her. Oh. 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 Hmm. Oh. Oh my God, the way his voice changed. Oh my gosh, the manipulation. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. You're concerned more about everybody else. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. The bedchamber has a secret room. Secret room! Uh-huh, the perfect place to kill and dismember someone. How funny that's there. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, his manuscript. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The Talisman of Forbiddance. Oh. Oh. Is it gonna end there? Damn it. Okay. That's probably the scariest thing in the donghua is when he like lifts that curtain back to see WuXian. But WuXian hasn't found the head yet. I need to make a note of that. Yeah. He's not found the head yet. Uh-huh. Oh, the mystery. The voice acting with Yao, his BA. Like just because at this point, we've not seen Yao very much. We don't know a lot about Yao because we have not got his backstory and everything. So we know a little bit about Yao, but not a whole lot. But the way that his voice actor like alters his voice and he's like really soft and sweet and sincere, and then it hard cuts him being creepy and sinister, and just it's so subtle, like the subtlest little thing. But the moment where he talked about Asong having to die, oh, like his voice just was like, oh my gosh. Craziness. Ah. Yeah, I was not prepared for that. Not prepared at all. I know we don't ever get subtitles for the preview at the end, but I kind of want to hear it and at least see. So, man, yeah, this has followed the donghua pretty accurately. There's still some stuff that was left out of this audio drama, like them riding the elevator, like the escalator and stuff. So I'm wondering if that'll be in the novel and the manual, them riding up the escalator and and Jishin like third wheeling, which we haven't got that yet. Ooh, are we getting the backstory of Mingzhu and Yao? Getting the backstory, maybe? Getting the backstory? Possibly? Ah! Yay! Okay. Oh my gosh. Lots of things to talk about. But before we do that, before I go and read the novel and double check that, I do want to pull up the final extra that we have to listen to. And it's not very long. It's like 5 minutes. But it is Adventures of Paperman! Paperman WuXian is so freaking adorable that I love him so much. Like, the donghua made him look as impossibly cute as can be. So we're going to do this last audio drama here, The Adventures of Paperman, before I go read the novel and the manhwa and come back and talk about all this here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Yes. Flapping his little arms. Paperman Jian. Oh, so this is the part of the donghua where he's like flying through the air and he sees Huiseng like complaining to Jishin and Yao. Oh my god. I also like to imagine that the voice actor for WuXian just inhaled a bunch of helium for this part just so that he could sound higher pitched. Oh. Uh-huh. Ooh. We actually get to hear it. Oh. God, Huiseng, give him the Oscar now. Oh, and yeah, trying to fish for information. Ooh. What trouble could I give him? And Jishin doesn't want to say that they suspect him. Oh. So yeah, offering him paintings. Really? Oh. So, yeah, he has an eye for appraising art. Wow, so Jishin gave Yao some personal private art, huh? No. Interesting. No. It's like Titanic, where I was just like laying down, me like, draw me like one of your French girls, and Jishin's like, okay. Huh. Yao calling Hui saying naive is amazing. And then Wuxian flutters off. Don't mind me. Don't mind me eavesdropping. Yeah, they're taking care of Hui saying all right. Yeah, Yao being overprotective. Interesting. According to Wuxian. Fascinating. Oh, y'all. Oh. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to go and read the novels, the novel chapters, and see the manhwa, and then I'll come back and we're going to talk about this. Oh. So, wow, I took a lot of notes. there was a lot in these two chapters. I was like, oh, it's just gonna be two chapters. Now, chapter 46 wasn't really long. It was just mainly them finding out about Mingzhu and getting Jishin involved. But then once we do the whole conference, we basically do. I'm really actually impressed because when I was watching the donghua for season 3, a lot of people were like, oh, this is going to get expanded upon. It's going to have a lot more information. And it does. The novel and the audio drama, it changes things up to where the way that things happen are a little bit different. Like, for example, they're in the garden when Mingzhu's corpse appears and fights with the juniors and Wanji and Wuxian, and then Jishin shows up. So that part's a little different. But as far as the content goes and the conversations, it's all pretty much there like it is in donghua. It's all pretty much there. And I was like, oh, cool. So it does make me appreciate the donghua more, being like, okay, yeah, we did get more than I thought we were going to from the novel in there. Now, obviously, we still have, like, I'm still amazed that we're focusing in the first third of the novel on season 3 things. Like, the stuff from seasons 1 and 2, we haven't even touched in the novel. So I'm like, when are we going to do that? And I'm assuming that we're going to do that before the novel concludes. I get the feeling reading this that it's all going to, that the moment that WuXian gets stabbed by Ling, we're going to do a giant, now this is just, don't spoil me, this is my theory, that once WuXian gets stabbed by Ling and kind of passes out, that we're gonna have a huge flashback while he's like knocked out from Ling's wound. We're gonna get a huge flashback and go through all of that and then cut back to getting to the end of the story. At least that's what I think is gonna happen, but I don't know. I'm so curious, unless it's just gonna weave in the flashback in and out as we go, because we need to know. As of right now, we've only gotten glimpses of Zixuan in this, and in this we get like little hints of WuXian feeling sad about Zixuan and the portraits, but nothing's outright said. So I feel like before we get the reveal and why Ling stabs him, we're going to have to go back around and we're going to have to see the whole Yanli, Ning, and everything else going on to fully get it explained. But man, so I like the idea that Mingzhu's corpse, since it can't see or hear, that they could yell and scream. They just can't, have any sudden movements, things like that. It takes place in the garden, doesn't take place in the inn. That's really neat. When Zixuan arrives, the kids go away. It's like, we got to have the adults talking, kids leave. So I did like that idea. And then the Mingzhu reveal, I love that it's tied to his swordsmanship, the way that he holds. The novel and the audio drama talk about that really well. The body parts, I feel like in the novel, though, more so than the donghua, because the donghua spread out WuXian and Wanji's detective work from seasons 2 to seasons 3, because there was that extended period, and I know y'all had a break in between seasons 2 and season 3, I just kind of went straight through. Well, I had a couple months break. So because there was that break, everything is a little bit more disjointed, whereas the novel, you realize very quickly that there's been a breadcrumb trail of all these Mingzhu body parts. You had Mojang Yu's village, then you had Yi City and the other villages, and then you had the Saber Hall. Like, everything is slowly tying together. And the fact that the Saber Hall had the legs should have been the big clue in that it was Huisang planting the body parts all along to get them to put them together and figure out that the head's at Yao's, to lead back to the Golden Hall and figure out that Yao's at the end of the rainbow, right? That should have been apparent, but if you don't know any different, then you're like, oh, it's just all pieced together. But in hindsight, it's like, wow, yeah, Huisang planted these breadcrumbs perfectly to lead Wanji and WuXian back to the conference to find the head. Because honestly, they make a lot of mention in these chapters that in chapter 47, they make mention that Wanji doesn't even usually go to the conference. He doesn't want to rub elbows with anybody and talk about hot gossip or politics. Wanji doesn't care. So the fact that he goes is somewhat suspicious, right? And you can tell Yao's probably suspicious of that. Like, why are you guys here? Interesting, right? And the fact that Mojang Yu's with him is doubly suspicious, but we as the audience aren't quite aware of that yet. But in hindsight, it's like, yeah, no, it all makes sense. Huisang wanted them to go and find the head at Yao's and piece it all together. Makes perfect sense. It's really, really clever. And the way that she does it early on in the novel, before we even get the backstory and all the other stuff and information and history about these characters, makes it even sweeter when you realize the reveal later on. Very well done. I liked it. But yeah, so the Gravedigger, I always forget, is it Sushi? I think it's Sushi is the Gravedigger. And I forget Sushi in this whole thing. I've forgotten him in The Untamed. I've forgotten him in the novel, in the audio drama. Sushi is just destined to be left out of my consciousness. I just don't remember him enough in this series. But they mention that it's pretty much Sushi, to my knowledge. And then Zixuan standing up for Yao. They established that early on, that he stands up for him, that he's friends with him. He has no reason to doubt them. And Wanji and WuXian are like, yeah, but he's kind of our only suspect right now. So, but the alibi that Zixuan gives, I was like, really novel. Okay. Because I know that a lot of people are like, no, they're just platonic friends. I'm like, yeah, they were just on a night hunt together and his performance was excellent. So no chance of anything, any way that Yao could be involved in this. It's funny. It's funny. And then the end of chapter 46, we get the idea of them showing up at the conference and WuXian seeing the picture of Zixuan engraved on the wall, and he gets sad. And we as the audience, if you've watched the donghua, you know why he's sad. But reading the novel and listening to the audio drama for the first time, you wouldn't know. You'd be like, why is he sad about Zixuan? I don't know. And then it's going to be like, okay, it's all going to come back. Like, we've gotten little foreshadowing of it with Ning, foreshadowing of it with the flashback of Gusu, and then foreshadowing here, right? It's all tying together. And so, yeah, Yao, of course, Yao had Zishan's favorite fruits ready. Of course he did. Like, just catering to him, you know. And poor Zishan, he's got it bad in the audio drama and the novel. The dude has it bad for Yao. Has it so bad. It's kind of hilarious in hindsight and really sad in hindsight because you're like, dude, you really loved him. Qin Su, man, her character is super, super sympathetic and just crazy, unhinged in that chapter. We're going to talk about the later on in chapter 47 with Yao, but she just so distraught over the death of her son and finding out the secret behind their marriage and everything. And it's crazy because the manhua and the novel bring up that Yao and Qin Su have this perfect marriage. They respect each other. They're loyal to each other. He's never taken on any concubines, so he's the envy of all the other women in the Jin sect, which of course he is because his father was just, whoring himself out all over the place. It makes sense why Yao would not have any concubines. His mother was one, and he saw how ridiculed she was. And so why would he do that? So yeah, you totally understand. And it's sad because I do get the sense, reading the novel and listening to the audio drama and watching the donghua, I do get the sense that Yao did love Qin Su for a while. He did love her. His ambition was a bit more than that, right? And the whole thing with Song coming up, oh my God, we'll talk about that. But yeah, I feel bad for Qin Su. I really feel for her because she really didn't do anything wrong. She was a victim of circumstance. Yeah, so Mo Jianyu, oh my God. WuXian and Mo Jianyu's body. Of course, they really play up the fact that all the Jin people are like, why are you here? And then Ling saying that he doesn't hate Mo Jianyu anymore. He doesn't hate him anymore, which is it's like he's bonding slowly with WuXian over time. I love the scene where WuXian shows him how to fight. I love that. And of course, WuXian has the worst advice. I love that poor baby Ling. I've got some notes here. Poor baby Ling and his uncles. His 3 uncles. It's like he has Yao, who's kind of babying him. He has Chang, who's being super harsh. And WuXian's kind of playfully in the middle of all of it. It's like poor Ling, his uncles are all tugging him different directions. It's kind of sad. I put book notes, novel notes on the end, on the other side of this. So I'm going to try to keep them coordinated here. But so at the end of chapter 46, before we move on any further with 47, I do want to note that Ni's death, they question because Zishan had a very good excuse and an alibi for why Yao couldn't be involved with Mingzhu's death and why he couldn't be involved with all the stuff that's been happening lately with WuXian and Wanji investigating. But WuXian makes note at the end of the chapter that around the time that Mingzhu died was around the time the Ni clan was slowly advancing on the Jin sect. So to whose advantage would it be to have Mingzhu die? It would be the Jin clan. So it kind of does point to Yao, even though it can't be squarely placed on them yet, the blame of it all. Yeah, the painting of the assassinations, I wanted to point out that the painting of Yao's assassination of Ruhan, when they show up, there's the Zishuan painting that WuXian gets sad over. But there's also a painting that the novel talks about of Yao assassinating Ruhan. And I really like that the novel says that it shows Yao with a faint smile that raises the hair on someone's neck. It's like, yeah, Yao is creepy in these chapters. He's very chilling. And I like that they, right off the bat, establish that there's something a little bit off about Yao. Just something a little bit off. I like that WuXian even describes Yao, because in the novel, this is the first time we've really even seen Yao face-to-face in public. And in the novel, WuXian describes Yao as being attractive in an advantageous way. And I really like how he words it in the novel. WuXian describes Yao as having a youthful face that seems harmless, but also seems very personable and friendly. In the Untamed, everybody's like his customer service smile. It's like, yeah, Yao comes across as being competent, but seeing like he's harmless and friendly, so that people feel at ease with him, which is very interesting in how he can be deceptive with them and it not be, seemingly, he doesn't look suspicious. He doesn't look like Chow, who looks very suspicious and ominous right off the bat. He just looks like a normal, harmless person, right? And then, so going back to, I was cutting back between my notes, but going back to WuXian realizing, he's like, well, crud, I flirted with Yao. And Mojang Yu flirted with Yao back, and that's why he got kicked out of the Jin place. And in the Manhua, how he got kicked out of the Golden Hall. And in the Manhua, Ling makes note that Mojang Yu worshipped Yao, which is funny. And so that kind of makes sense why Yao could use Mojang Yu kind of as a scapegoat, you know? It's interesting. It's interesting, right? But they go back to the hall to have the conference and everything. And I made a note on here that WuXian our bisexual king. WuXian our bisexual king, like trying to flirt with the maids, trying to be flirty with the women serving them drinks. And the women, because he's in Mojang Yu's body, they all just get offended and weirded out. And they're like, And so he's like, Wanji. He's like, Ha Wanjun, help me. I may have to play like Mojang Yu, so don't be offended. And then Wanji's just like rolling his eyes throughout the entire thing. But yeah, so I find it interesting that I'm trying to cut back and forth my notes here, that we get, cutting back to Ling not having any friends and WuXian being worried about that. And WuXian's like, well, I mean, I didn't have a lot of friends, but I was still sociable and could still get along with people. And, you know, is Ling going to be okay? And Wanji kind of comforts him. He's like, nah, he'll be fine. But WuXian's like, well, Ling needs friends. Is like basically WuXian trying to be like the doting uncle. And it's like, he can't be like Chang, you know? He needs to have some friends. And that's when we find about Song dying. We find out about Yao having a son and him dying at a young age. So there's that conversation. But also, there's the idea, it's not in the audio drama, but it's in the manhwa and the novel, that right at the end of the conference, as Yao is trying to talk to Jishin about, you know, he thinks something's off with Jishin, and he doesn't want to lie, but Jishin's not mentioning that Wanji and WuXian have questioned and are suspecting Yao. And right as Yao is about to ask Jishin about it, Huiseng shows up, drunk. We don't know if he's really drunk. I don't think he was. Shows up drunk and starts like harassing and getting all up in Yao's face and be like, help me, and like all this, and dragging Yao away. And it seems in the moment just like Huiseng being pathetic, being just the drunk head shaker is how they say it in the novel. But in hindsight, when you think about it, Huiseng was just luring Yao away so that the other woman could go in and plant the letter for Qin Su to find later. Like, it's genius. It's genius. Huiseng was just distracting Yao so the letter could get in Qin Su's hands and start this whole chain of events. It's great. Like, Huiseng, actor of the decade, right? Actor of a generation. It's great. I made note of it. I was like, oh, it's like, Huiseng, you sneak. You absolute sneak. So yeah, so there's that. WuXian humming in this audio drama, I could like have that on repeat forever. I couldn't even talk during that moment in the audio drama. I was like, oh. And then we get Paper WuXian, which I have to say, having looked at the manhwa, it's cute. The audio drama, the little squeaky voice is cute. The donghua is my favorite version of Paperman WuXian. It's just the little tiny face, the little red eyes and lips. I can't. It's too cute. It's too cute. Even the tiny voice, it's too cute. So yeah, in the extra, we got to see him basically do what he does in the donghua. I like that the donghua included that from the extra of him flying around and getting into Yao's bedroom chambers. And then poor Qin Su. Poor Qin Su being distraught, finding all this information out at once. She vomits in the manhwa and vomits in the novel. She's just so I'm glad they didn't put that in the audio drama because that would have been kind of gross. But she's just like so distraught. But Yao's VA in this audio drama is so creepy. And it's funny because he's so calm and friendly and seems genuine. And then at moments, his voice takes this chilling turn. It's just like this littlest turn. It's this little click, and his voice changes. And it's not dramatic. It's not like cartoonish or anything. It's just like chilling how quickly it can turn and then turn back. And it's just, and the way he tries to like gaslight her and everything. Oh my gosh. And she's just like wishing she hadn't known him. And here's the thing. When he questions, he's like, well, the stuff in this letter couldn't get out to the public because think of how it would change how people would view you. Like that's Yao's whole thing. Like Yao's whole motivation is like when he talks about, we don't get confirmation in the novel at this point whether or not Yao actually killed his son or whether it was another clan. We don't get confirmation. But he says, his son had to die. When he said the line, a song had to die, the darkness in his voice was palpable. It was so creepy. And the way that he says that, because we find out later that it was a child born out of incest between him and his half-sister, that Qin Su's his half-sister. So in that moment, you get the idea that Yao didn't want his son to suffer judgment like he had suffered all his life. And in that moment where he's like, just think of how people would have viewed you. It's that same thing. He didn't want Qin Su to be viewed and looked down upon like he had. But in a sense, he was still keeping the truth from her and lying to her. And it's like, is that just as bad? So it's so good. It's so good. But yeah. And then when he's like, let's get you out of here while the conference is still going on, I still have to meet people. And she throws it right back in his face. I love that she slaps him. She's like, no. And she throws it right back in his face. She's like, you're more concerned about this stupid conference and how you appear to everyone else than dealing with your family issues. And it's like, yeah, kind of. But yeah, so everything pretty much happens like it does in the donghua. WuXian finding the manuscript, finding Mo Jianyu, the talismans of forbiddance, and then Yao coming back. And the audio drama cuts right before we find out that in the novel, in the manhua, it shows us that it's Mingzhu's head. That he has it in his custody. It's like, so yeah, these were great. These two chapters were great. I still can't believe we're on season 3 material and we haven't even touched season 1 and season 2 all the way through, but so interesting. So interesting. We haven't got to the Lotus Pier burning. We haven't got to any of those scenes yet, or the Turtle Cave, any of that, which I'm assuming we're just saving that for later on. But I've been really impressed with how the donghua, in relation to reading the novel and audio drama, how the donghua's handled it. Obviously, because of censorship, they've cut out a lot of things, obviously. But I have been impressed with how they've handled it up until this point, because it has pretty much flowed like it has in the novel and things. Now, we still got a lot of chapters left, so that may change dramatically. But Yao's VA, oh my gosh, he was just so good this episode. The little Paperman WuXian, And now we're getting into, I'm wondering if we're going to get all, because at some point we have to go back to the flashback. So don't spoil me. I know we're going to go back at some point, but I'm very curious when. And next, in the donghua, the next episode, we get Yao backstory, right? We get Yao backstory because they basically do embodiment. We get Yao backstory, I'm pretty sure, next. But I don't know. It sounds in the audio drama like we're going to get the Yao backstory, but I'm not sure exactly how it's going to happen in relation to how the donghua does it, to how this is doing it. So I don't know, but I'm curious to know your thoughts down below. Please no spoilers, but I'm curious to know what y'all thought of these chapters. These were great. I am super excited to get more into Yao's backstory, hopefully next episode, and see how this is all going to weave in the flashbacks and everything. But in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and I'll be back next week with more Modao Zushi. Bye.